Hello everyone and welcome back to the Kectil YouTube channel. Today we have a very special guest with us. She is an authentic leader, Kectil Board member and the co-founder of the Kectil Armenia Center, Goharik Grigoryan. Goharik, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you very much, Alexandra. Actually, I would like to warmly greet you, first of all, my lovely colleague, as well as everyone who has taken the time to listen to this interview, even if it's in a language different from their native tongue. It has indeed been a long time we didn't see each other in this format, so I'm very happy to be here with you.
Thank you very much. Thank you once again. So to start today, could you please introduce yourself and tell us a bit more about your background, what are you doing, and other interesting facts about you?
Of course. So actually, my professional experience spans a wide range of fields, notably that I transformating from a university background in a marketing to role within an educational system and in areas even intercultural communication and international relations. But to give the audience a clearer picture, I will briefly outline my current position that I have. So hello, I am Gohar. I'm from Armenia. I'm 23 years old. And currently I'm living in France because I'm doing my European Solidarity Corps International volunteering here. I am a founder, president of the Professional Orientation Center, the purpose of which is orient and guide the adults, the youngsters in their career choice, as well build capacities. I'm a Young European ambassador, one thing that I'm very proud of which. And of course, I'm a board member in different organizations which is located in Armenia, and not only in Armenia, but around the world. I collaborate with the governments, departments, and volunteer across various sections, including staff of RA Prime Minister and the Minister of Education, Science, Sport, and Culture. And of course, one of my main occupation is about the Kectil Program and the Kectil Armenia nowadays already.
Wow, that's really great, I would say. That's really great. Could you please tell us more about your journey in the Kectil program, how it started, and what were the initial steps you took in this role?
This is a quite pretty broad question because as I delve into my memories to remember for responding this question is a entire story comes to my mind. And first, I would like to mention when I was applying for the Kectil program, it was 2021. I was in Ukraine, sitting in Ukrainian Leadership Academy, Ukrainska Academy Leaderstva. And this day, I just wrote the application, the announcement about becoming a leader from developing countries. And here I was in atmosphere about young leaders. So you already know this atmosphere. And I started to type. I filled whole application. Actually, it was 2-3 days that I filled everything. And I sent because you remember it was a really very huge, large application. And I was selected and I started my modules, learning modules in parallel with university classes. And I remember one day, it was summer and we had a module about social entrepreneurship, I remember, and we learned about Canvas. Canvas is a strategical approach how to create your business agenda like that. And when I entered, not entered, but it was already my third year of university. When I went back to university, we started to learn about Canvas, and I said, "Oh my God, I already learned about it during our modules in Kectil." Actually, after all these 10 months, I finished. I got a certificate of superior performance. We can say like that as you. And after that, I really had a wish to become a regional coordinator, because for me it was really very important to be useful for this organization as well, because they already gave me a lot of information, insightful tools and learning and knowledge. And I got a message, and I guess you too, maybe you too also, you got a message about becoming a regional coordinator. When I
Yeah.
was regional coordinator, after some days, I thinking about maybe we can organize something online and represent our countries because we are from different um, countries, and that's all. And it was in the end of December, and I got a message about being invited to the conference of the United States, and it was like I just thought about it. I just thought, and it became a material already. And after USA, we meet each other and also our 40 other authentic young leaders. And after that, we became, both of us, board members. So during this time, I thought a lot about what I should do, and the Kectil Armenia was the like result of my thoughts that I created. So Kectil journey, I really don't know. Who knows how much further this chain will extend? I really don't know, but it remains one of the most consistent cycles in my life. So I think that it will be continued.
Wow, that's a great story. That's a great story. I even remind how I got this invitation of the Kectil Atlanta conference, and it was before 2 hours of the New Year.
Yes, the same.
So
It was 1 hour.
yeah, that was good gift for me. I guess that was one of the best gift that I got before the celebration of the New Year. So it was really, really nice and really inspired to do more big things for our regions, for our people, for our communities, and so on and so forth. So thank you for reminding me these feelings and this memory. Okay. Can you please share a story or an experience that deeply inspired you to bring to doing your journey with the Kectil program? As I remember, you said that thankful the Kectil, you started doing your Kectil Armenia Center. Could you please tell us more about the inspiration during this journey and how it's everything started?
Actually, in general, the very first module was incredibly motivating, with interviews featuring Martin Luther King's son, Sherry's talks, Sherry's material that are made by Sherry, TEDx talks, and the engaging readings and learning materials, actually. And all this, they are contributed to a profound sense of inspiration. And that's not even touching on the transformative experience of visiting the USA, because it was incredibly another word, so to be motivating and continue to be motivating. But however, I think I were to emphasize a particular story, it will be the numerous instances within the Kectil of Armenia, where representatives from countries other than Armenia have expressed heartfelt gratitude for the development opportunities that we are provided. Such moments really, they evoke a profound sense of fulfillment and serve as a powerful source of inspiration. And after that, I don't need any other kind of inspirations. It's really like enough for me to go ahead.
Wow, wow. And that's really amazing story. And what is mission and vision of the Kectil Armenia Center? Could you tell us more and what you're going to plan, what you're doing already?
Of course, first of all, going back to your question about why I was inspired to create Kectil Armenia, I can say that it was cause of situation. The current situation in Armenia, and not only in Armenia, globally, is really very complex. And while I will not explore geopolitical factors in depth, but I want to highlight my commitment to representing my country and creating opportunities for my country's youth, and not only, both locally and internationally. And whether these opportunities are digital or involve modest initiatives, my aim is to support the development of young people and enable them to make meaningful contributions. And this includes helping Armenian youth offer their talents and make positive impact globally. So because Armenian also can contribute with something. The goal of the Kectil Armenia is to cultivate robust international relations and foster vibrant intercultural exchange for the Republic of Armenia, but of course by collaborating with you from developing and not only developing nations and countries. Our aim is to champion mutual understanding and cooperation on a global stage, paving the way for a more, we believe, the way for a more interconnected and harmonious world. And of course, we have some key directions that we work, and I can continue tell about them. So relatively, we are really very new. So we have only 2 month story, if we can say 2 months, it's less than 2 months, but we already have our strategy and clear strategical directions, what we should do during this period, till the end of the year. So we have 5 directions: cultural exchanges. They include cultural webinars every Sunday with Armenian to other countries, and cultural clubs that we are going to start. This month we will have one cultural club about stereotypes in different countries. The second one is language clubs. We already started to learn Kectil Armenian. We have 19 countries representative. We have 20 representatives from 19 countries, and they learn Armenian. It's like powerful, really, that another people from different countries, they really people from different countries, they really want to learn your language. And of course, we mobilize the power of Kectil colleagues to transfer cultural features through language courses. But already, for example, we have Indian language course for Armenians, and we are going to organize 3 African local language courses for Armenians as well. Besides that, we have webinars. We are going to start. The first one will be soon. It will be about educational challenges in countries which have different where like different conflict situations or some challenges faced. Then we should have a leadership school, international online leadership school, and I expect also see you there as a speaker. So I will go back to you. And the last one is about digital art and cultural heritage preservation. It's a very I should speak about that a bit later. I mean, during not this session, not this interview, because we should do something to tell. But I think it will be very interesting initiative that already we thinking about to start. So currently, these are our guiding principles, but they are flexible and may involve, for example, another changing directions, because the needs, they are changed, maybe can be changed. So we continue them.
Wow, that's really awesome. That's really awesome to hear just a powerful strategy for developing your culture, your own country, to sharing more information around the world about Armenia, about your language. That's really powerful, I would say, and that's fantastic. I even attended one of your culture exchange events, shared information about my country, Ukraine.
It's the first one, yes.
Yes, the first one. And I would like to quickly mention to our viewers that all of the culture exchange event and language clubs, they are saved in our YouTube channel, and you are able to review it, see it again, learn something new, and share with your friends as well, because there are a lot of countries that attend this culture exchange webinar, and we already released the 2 lessons of Armenia language class. So please take a look on our YouTube channel. And you're doing really fantastic job, Goharik, really fantastic. And how has the Kectil Armenia Center impacted the youth in Armenia so far? Could you share a bit about this part of your work?
Certainly, after just 2 months, it's too early to provide specific statistics on the impact of the Kectil Armenia on the youth. But however, the growing number of new participants, not only from Armenia, but also from various global locations, as well as the increasing interest in the Kectil program, because for being member of the Kectil Armenia, you should be a member, like be selected by the Kectil program to be a colleague. So I suggest that young people are actively seeking developing opportunities. But by the end of the year, I think I anticipate being able to present a detailed report, which will be based on the feedback and evaluations received from our beneficiaries. So right now, it's really very early to speak about impact, but I hope it will be, because I a bit see already the activeness of our participants.
Okay, I got it. So in a few months, we'll record another interview about the Kectil Center and talk about impacts that you done with the Kectil Armenia Center. That would be awesome. That would be awesome. And I have a really curious question to you about challenges. What kind of challenges have you faced in establishing and running the Kectil Armenia Center, and how have you overcome them? Because we already heard how you inspired to do this work, and what already you had done, and what are you going to do. But what kind of challenges you're facing during this journey?
Perhaps I'm one of the fortunate individuals, I can say, whose work challenges often seems to be mitigated or avoided thanks to our team's presence and involvement in various issues, which effectively addresses and resolves potential challenges or risks. So I can say that I didn't face, and our team, we didn't face any huge challenge, because our level of motivation is very high, and I think we just keep challenges doing something more important. So for about this question, I would like to say that team's motivation and presence help to overcome these challenges if they exist.
I hope that you won't face any challenges in the future, and I believe in that because you're doing a great job, and that's why you cannot face any challenges in the future. And it sounds really like you're making a really difference. And could you please share a bit what's next for the Kectil Armenia Center? Any upcoming huge projects or goals except school that I already heard about? Maybe you have something additional and surprise me and our audience to share.
You already noticed that we have strategic directions that are currently still in preparation for the launch phase, such as leadership school and digital and cultural preservation direction. However, without opening quotation marks, I will say that you should just follow our page and follow and be updated about our new large-scale projects, which I want to note are carried out exclusively voluntarily basis without any funding. So thing that I would like to mention. But yes, we have leadership school. It should be coming weeks already preparation work.
Wow.
That you should just follow our pages in Instagram, in Facebook, in Telegram channel. We have even Telegram channel, and be updated and informed.
Wow, that's great. In the description of this video, I will mention all your social medias, your personal and the Kectil Armenia Center as well. So everyone who will take a look on this video will be able to join your social media, Kectil Armenia Center social media, and of course, don't forget to join our YouTube channel because for us it's also important to share and scale information to more people around the world to bring them valuable information and really, really interesting facts and discussion with authentic leaders around the world. So thank you very much, Goharik, for mentioning that. And right now I would like to move smoothly to another part of the question that I prepared for you about leadership, about some key lesson that you learn. And first, my question will be about authentic leadership. Can you share with us what is authentic leadership means to you?
First of all, thank you very much to ask me this question, because it means that you consider me and recognize me authentic leader. So it's really very binding for me, to be honest. However, regarding the question that does it mean for me to be an authentic leader, I believe that an authentic leader is fundamentally a servant leader. It is crucial to serve the community without any expectations, with the sole aim to contribute positively and benefit those you serve. So if I'll phrase with one sentence, it will be: an authentic leader is a servant leader to make positive changes without any expectations.
That's really good description of the authentic leadership. I just hear first down such description from the leaders because I already done a dozen of interviews with different authentic leaders around the world, and I really appreciate your description of that. And your example, your job is showing everything how is to be authentic leader. And another question relates to that, how you practice authentic leadership in your daily activities and interaction with the youth and your team. Is there any secrets how young people could be an authentic leader?
Just according to the theory I mentioned, to be like to do something without expectation, to which my rather young experience has led, because of course my experience is really very young, but I'm demanding both in my life and work, but I'm really very demanding, but only to myself. So as I already mentioned, I have never have expectation from others. And I think it helps you to create something which is systematic, institutional. Our team operates with a well-defined division of labor. So which every member in it, every member's performance contributes to the collective work which succeed. And we attribute our achievements to the fact that our team, which is divided only the participants we have from 2024 Kectil colleagues. Each of them, they are examples of qualities of an authentic leaders. And I think that every time when someone take a responsibility to do something and without any expectation, and when we collect every activity, it makes a initiative and change. And I think that every one of us just should do something without expectation and just take responsibility and go ahead, take initiatives.
Wow, that's really good. That's really good. I like your explanation of everything related to authentic leadership. I really appreciate for that. And you, as a young leader and co-founder, I guess you must have a busy schedule. How do you manage your time effectively to balance your responsibility, of course, your personal life, work with your own organization, with the Kectil Center, and everything? How you plan everything with time management?
You are not the first person who asked me about that, because I have a lot of colleagues who ask me sometimes how you manage to have a rest, how do you manage to relax, how do you manage to do this, and time management, and not only time management, any project management in general of implementing or just implementing a strategy to make it successful requires discipline, self-control. And by mastering your emotions, managing your weaknesses, and addressing the sources of your frustration, you cultivate the opposite trait, strength and resilience. This process fosters a strong will, which in turn brings balance to your life. Because where you are under the discipline, when you can control yourself, you can do anything you want. So I would say that the most important thing is discipline and self-control.
Wow, that's really a good point. And do you have any time management tips or strategy that you find particularly useful and would recommend to others?
I have one recommendation, and every time I give this advice. So I have disciplined myself to become a morning person by waking up at 5 a.m. And this routine allows me to complete the majority of my tasks. And I believe that effectively managing rest and energy is very crucial for time management, because you should be with a lot of energy. You can't work without energy. So for me, optimal sleep schedule involves going to bed at sunset and waking up at sunrise, which I strive to maintain. I firmly believe that in the effectiveness of going to bed at 10 p.m. and waking up at 5 p.m. So it works for me, and I think it can be also useful for you if you would like to try.
Wow, that's really nice. But I just realized that I am not early bird person. For me, it's too
I
hard to
were
wake up
I
in the
weren't.
morning.
Me too. I weren't. I remembered it was time when I couldn't just wake up at 5 p.m. because I really like to work during the night, like night hours. That
Hmm.
discipline helped me because willness and resilience, it helped you to control you. And I understand that we should have habits, just habits, and they will
Okay.
become principles of your life, and they will change a lot of things.
I will try this challenge. I will try this challenge. I'm really
Try
curious
it
how
one
I
day.
will wake up at 5 a.m. in the morning. Even
Yes.
during the weekend, you're doing the same?
Not actually, Sunday is the most working day for us, you know.
Mhm.
It's our working day. uh Everyone should have a rest, so maybe you can work 10 days and then have a break, and have a rest 2 days and then continue. So everyone, it should understand for himself, herself, and it's really very personal. So but I
Wow.
can work without rest one well, for example, then have some couple of days just uh, for inspiration or something, just have energy and then continue.
Okay, that's great. I will try this challenge. I guess it will be hard for me, but I will try. As far as I know, we just need to spend 21 day just for using new habits, and after that, it will be temporary habits for you. So it will be great challenge for me. After this interview, I will think about it in in which day I would like to start it.
Yeah,
And
there is one book I just like to
uh-huh.
recommend, of Robin Sharma. I think you know. I just checked the information. So it calls the group of morning 5 a.m. 5 a.m. I will translate, like, so Robin Sharma. I will send you, and you can also put it under the YouTube, like in the caption. It will be useful
Thank
for
you.
the people who really would like to um, start this
Mhm.
schedule, have a schedule. So after reading this book, maybe it will help you, because that book helps me really.
Oh, I will appreciate it, and we will share this on the description of our YouTube interview, so everyone will be able to read it and find it. So let's move on to another discussion and topic about your career. So through your career, what are some key lessons you have learned that have significantly impacted your approach to leadership and youth empowerment?
So there have been many lessons along the way that I have made numerous discoveries about myself, about the environment that I'm living, about the society I live in. When it comes to youth development, one of the most crucial insights I have gained is the importance of approach. Regardless of your experience or visible success or traveling or something like that, forming genuine connections with teenagers and young people is essential. And because this fosters trust, which is vital for facilitating any meaningful change. So I believe that the most powerful approach is be friend with teenager, with youngster. Be really a friend. While there have been other significant lessons, of course, but the most impactful one in that is that peer-to-peer interaction is key to effective youth development and empowerment. So yes, let me say that.
Wow, that's really good point. I haven't thought about that, to be honest, but that's really good point. And can you share a challenging experience you faced and have you overcome with it? What did you learn from this experience?
As I already said that I'm very fortunate person because I don't have challenges. Of course, like I never focused on any challenge. I mean, I did not exaggerate it or increase their role. Of course, and that nothing worthwhile comes easily, nothing, and we all face personal and professional obstacles. The key lies in how to reflect on these experiences. I think it is important to talk about post-reflection here as a advice or as an example of my life. I firmly believe that any challenge, whether physical or mental, can be overcome by holding steadfast to the ideas and values that shape your vision of life. Problems will always be present, especially for those life who are growing and evolving. Like if you are a person who really want to do something for the world, always you will have problems. Always it not will be easily. Forget about it. And for a leader and for anyone striving for growth, striving for her or his goals, true strength is found in overcoming these obstacles and emerging stronger, because only our ideas for future, your desire about your country, your family, I don't know, anything which is important for you, which is the vision of your life, only the motivation and inspiration of that can help you to overcome these challenges. Because challenges, they are every day, like every day we have challenges, but we don't should focus on them. We should just overcome and say thank you very much, the world, the universe, that you gave us this challenge, and now I'm stronger. I can do like new things. I can change new communities, more communities. And that's all I think about. That's
That
it.
sounds incredible. That's really sound incredible. And we almost finishing our interview, and before we wrap up, is there any message you would like to share with our viewers, to share some inspiring thoughts or words?
Of course, I cannot miss the chance to invite you to join our Kectil Armenia events, where you can. I didn't say follow us on Instagram or Facebook. It's not important for me. For me, it's important to be present during our initiatives, during our events, where you can explore the rich cultures, not only of Armenia, but also another countries, the world. And it's really very incredible. Every time I learn a lot of things. Last time, I would like to say I learned that in Kazakhstan, they are origin of the horse milk chocolate. And the person who really likes milk chocolate, I really now want to travel there and try horse milk chocolate. And not also
Wow.
about Kazakhstan. For example, we learned last time a lot about Egypt. And like it's incredible because without beaches or without these pools, Egypt is one of the most ancient and important civilizations. So we should know. So just I would like to say that you should not follow our pages. You can even don't follow our pages, but you can participate cultural events, and not only cultural events, every event that we organize. And it will be very insightful for you, I promise. Additionally, I encourage you to embrace and appreciate the world around you, starting with your family, with your city, with your town, with your country, and step by step go to the part of appreciation the world, the universe, the global. And one message that I really would like to do, the last one when I had a podcast with Ashwati about the situation, a very terrible situation which was in Armenia. It was 1 year ago, as I remember. So my message was about peace, about be authentic leader, about the breaking double standards. But this time I would like to say that when you faced with the choice between taking action for the greater good job or good work or remaining passivity, neutrality, always opt to take action. Not be neutral, not be passive, always opt be active in your community.
Thank you so much, Goharik, for sharing your insights and the inspiring story of the Kectil Armenia Center. I hope and I wish you continued success in all your endeavors. And this is one of the inspiring interviews for the last time. I guess every interview for me is inspiring because after each interview, I learn a lot about the person, about some insights, and always taking something important from all of these words for me. And I hope our viewers have the same situation. They always have a lot of insights after all of our interviews. So thank you very much, Goharik, for your time and for being with us today.
Thank you for having me here because it's really a huge responsibility because I know that I'm talking now and a lot of youngsters from different countries should listen to me. But one last thing that I would like to ask, just think about things that's coming during our interviews. They are not all truth. They can be not the truth that you have. So just think, just analyze and learn just new, not say that yes, if she or he said something, so it's correctly exactly the truth. It's not true. We just some approach. It's just an option. So just analyze yourself and understand which is good for you to take and which is not good for you. Just go away. And in case if you have questions, you can really very freely, don't hesitate to ask me, to write me on my social pages. Thank you very much.
Thank you too, and thank you to our viewers for tuning in. And if you enjoyed this interview, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel for more inspiring stories and interviews. Until next time, stay inspired and keep leading the way. Thank you once again, and see you next interview.